Sagittarians, and welcome to your January 2016 tarot reading. My name is Nikki. Before I begin, I would like to say that I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season and that you are prepared and ready for whatever the new year has to bring. I would also like to remind you that this is a general reading for all Sagittarians, so if you would like a personal reading just for yourself, you can visit my website. It is linked in the description below. And if you've already been to my website, you might want to revisit it because I have made a lot of changes. So you might want to check those out. Now, I do have some gemstones here right beside the tarot cards, and this month I am using onyx. Now, the clear one, that is a quartz, and it's just there to strengthen or multiply the energies of the onyx gemstones. Now I have a black one and also the brownish reddish one. That's a sardonyx. So they're kind of like the same stone, but there are some differences there. And both types of onyx, they're from the quartz family, and they are the talismanic or the mystic gemstone of Capricorn. So that's why I'm using them for the month of January. And they're known as the worry stone or the protection stone. So they help rid you of worry and help protect you from negative thoughts. They are also great if you're trying to cut out any bad habits. So if you've made some New Year's resolutions that you would like to stick to, onyx would be a great gemstone to carry in your pocket, or make some jewelry with it and wear it. To help you stick with any kind of goals that you've made for the new year. And if you're interested in learning more about the stone or about other gemstones, I've made a handful of videos about gemstones that you may want to check out at my channel. I will link the one specifically for onyx though down in the description also, so that one you'll be able to find really easily. And they're only a few minutes long. They just give you a general rundown of what the stones mean, and maybe a little bit about their origins and what they're good for using them for. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and begin your reading. This first card is going to be your focal card for the month, and it is the Two of Wands in reverse. So I would generally say that this card means that you are having a difficult time with a decision. And I do think that is going to be the case for some of you. But I also think that there's another aspect here. I think that there's going to maybe be some, not so much indecisiveness, but just like the choices that you have are not the choices that you want. There's something that's going on to where you have some things going on to where like neither way it doesn't look too great. So yeah, I think that it's kind of like no matter which path you take, it's not really your cup of tea type of thing, you know. You're kind of you're put at a standpoint to where you have to make a decision, and you really didn't want to make a decision. Hopefully nobody's giving you an ultimatum or anything like that, but I guess that could be a possibility. But there could be, you know, a little bit of confusion or indecisiveness for some of you of not knowing what to do next in life. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on. The next card is your water, is in your water position, and this is emotions. How you're going to be feeling in the month of January. And this is the King of Wands upright. Now, Sagittarius, you are fire and wands are fire, so I will say that this is most likely you playing this role. It doesn't have to be you. It could be somebody else entering your life. You may have another Sagittarius in your life or another fire sign in your life. It could be an Aries or a Leo. So keep that in mind. But this person, if it is not you, this person is going to affect you emotionally. They might be there to pick you up, help you out, help you make some decisions. You know, if you are having some indecisiveness or something here in the month, they're there to help you sort things through. But if this is you, then I'm going to say that you're most likely just going to have a positive outlook on things. You know, even if this little situation here isn't totally clear or totally, you know, it's not your cup of tea type of thing, you're still going to have a very positive attitude throughout the month. And emotionally, I don't think you're going to be emotional in the month, really. I think that you're going to have more like a, I don't know if it's happy-go-lucky. I don't know if that's the right saying, but you know, you're busy. You got work, you got friends, you got a social life, you got kids perhaps. You're too busy in the month of January to really feel too much at all. So, you know, you got things going on that's keeping you active. It's keeping you alert and with it. And it's not time to feel sad. It's not time to feel mad. It's not time to feel anything. It's time to do. So, so yeah. Okay, so for the next card in your air position, this is thoughts and communication, ideas, things like that. You have death in reverse. So you probably have your mind on some changes that are going on in your life in January, but you're not quite ready for these changes. You're kind of bucking your heels at the idea that something has to change. Or maybe you have a fear that something's going to change. Maybe you're really happy right now in a certain aspect of your life, and you are afraid that it's going to be taken from you, or the situation's going to change in some way. Because when we have, death is all about change and transformation. It's about growth. But when it's in its reverse position, we have fear, we have doubt, we have an unwillingness to change. So, you know, you might just have some worry this month about any kind of changes that are imminent in your life, any kind of changes that are going on, any kind of possibilities of something changing that you don't really want to change. Your thoughts are going to be pulled in that direction. Any kind of growth that may be coming your way, you're just like, no, I don't want to grow up. I want to stay in this particular phase of my life because I'm happy. I'm happy right now. Or you're scared for some reason. You don't want things to move on. Okay, so for your Earth sector, you have the Tower in reverse. Now, Earth is solid. It's tangible. It's things that pretty much are not going to be changed by, many things this month. So I see that you've been through some things, and this could be recent. This could be a long time ago. I think for most of you, it's going to be something that was recent. When I say recent, this could be a year or two ago. You've been through some kind of tragedy or something that has changed you as a person, changed your outlook, it made you grow. But it could also be, it could have been traumatizing in a lot of ways. You can't get out of life without some kind of trauma. And you're starting to heal from that trauma or from that situation that went on. It could have been anything really. It could have been an actual natural disaster. It could have been an end of a marriage. It could have been the death of somebody. It could have, anything that could possibly be hurtful to you, or change your life in a drastic way. That's what the Tower is. And when it's in its reverse position, it's telling me that you've already been through the rough times, and you're now you're healing. You're dealing with the aftermath of it. It's over now, and you're beginning to move on from it. And that could be why your thoughts are on change, and why you might be scared or worried about moving on. Because change is scary, even if you know that it's something that has to be done, or even if a part of you wants to move on, it can still be scary, because there's so much uncertainty ahead of us. So that's probably why you have your thoughts on change, because there's something that's happened to you, and it's over now, and moving on, that's just, it's like you have to get a whole new mindset, and you're just trying to wrap your brain around it all, and go, one day at a time, if that makes sense. Okay, so for your last card in your fire sector, this is action. This is most likely what you'll be doing in the month of January physically. And you got the Hermit card. So I don't see you doing a whole lot physically in the month of January. I thought that I would be seeing you doing work and being busy when you got the King of Wands, but that's more like an emotion. That was in your emotion sector. So I mean, you might just feel like you got too much going on to feel a whole lot of anything. Or the King of Wands could have symbolized that you got a lot of things going on. Maybe your emotions are running rampant, like like you got too many emotions going on at once. That's always a possibility too. But the Hermit is wants time to reflect, wants time to be alone, to think about things, think about what's happened, think about what needs to happen. It's a great time to meditate, great time to pray, do what you need to do spiritually to connect, and get your thoughts in order. And it's a great time to learn about things if you have that yearning in your life to learn about things, to read, to research, anything like that. And it's a whole big month. There might be sections of the month where you feel one way, and then sections of the month where you feel another. So keep that in mind. But back to the focal card with the Two of Wands in reverse. This very first card back here. There's going to be some kind of decision. And it could happen at any time in the month. I usually think with the focal card, I usually think the middle of the month, but it could really happen at any time of the month. It could be something that lasts from the beginning to the end of the month. But there's, you're feeling, this card generally means indecisiveness. But I don't feel that a lot of you are really that indecisive. It's just you're having a hard time moving on. There's nothing bad going on, really. It's just you're worried about moving on. You may have some uncertainties there that worry you. So that's basically what I'm seeing for the month. That's the big thing. But overall, it looks like a pretty good month. It looks like, there is going to be change in your life. And it most likely will be positive. Because the worst is over. With the Tower in reverse, it tells me, whatever you've been through is over now. So yeah, it's a period of time that this needs to happen. You need to let go of any fear of change that you have, and to do that, you have to experience it. So So yeah, it looks like a pretty good month, and I'm just rambling on at this point. So that is your reading in its entirety. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, please push that like button and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because I do this every single month, and I will talk to you all next month. Bye-bye.